Hey everybody, Al Pugliese Trains. Another day in shop with Howard Zane. How you doing, Howard?
He always asks that. I'm doing great.
Yeah, it's back
How's that?
there. I'm going to flip the camera around in a moment, folks, and show you what we've got for this episode. We have a client who we'll keep anonymous. He's an HO client. He's driving down from the Midwest because he's bought, oh my God, he's bought many structures. And our structures, as you know, are not inexpensive, but each one of them is unique, one of a kind. And Howard finished up an engine house and a coal tower. But let me show you some of the other structures that he's going to be taking back with him to the Midwest for his layout. Boy, oh boy, folks, you've watched the channel, you've seen, we've done episodes on these. And again, these are all spoken for. And again, if you see something that you want built in O scale or HO scale, it'll be different. Each one is unique and different. But we can do this is a general store, and this is a station that Howard built me that was supposed to go into Winston, but he built me a better one that I have in Winston, or a different. Let me use the word different, not
Different
better.
better.
Different in Winston. This was in Winston, and then this is an interesting structure here. And of course, we featured before on the channel beacons and this beautiful Victorian that I fell in love with. And people ask, hey, Al, well, how come you're not helping Howard with the engine house and the coal tower? That's because I'm working on this O-scale version down here, work in progress of that Victorian. So she's going to be a good size model. Let me take you out and show you some of the other models that the client's picking up. Well, he featured this beautiful hotel on a past episode, and he is one lucky fellow to have this. And we've built different versions. Howard has built different versions of this hotel. And he's on his way to pick this one up. And all four corners look just as nice, oh my God, as the front. This is something that you might want to design to put on an island on your layout so that you can visually capture the beauty of all four sides of the structure. And that's a bit of a design challenge to do. And we've talked about it in the videos. Perhaps use mirrors. But, and again, all of these have been featured on the prior videos. If you haven't seen them, they're on the channel. And then, of course, we have the Winston building. And again, we can make models. We can make versions of these for you if you decide you want one in HO or O scale. They're not inexpensive, but they'll be unique. If we do another Winston building, it won't be called Winston. It'd be called something else. And, you know, to have some subtle different changes. And then when we did the gas station video, we had this beautiful Texaco that the customer chose. But we've got some more. We've got this beautiful St. Clair station. Now, mine is an O-scale version. Howard built this one. Mine has a green roof. Howard's has a black roof. Both are absolutely gorgeous. And then this is available for sale for immediate shipping or pickup. And then this guy here is the Shell station. And that is available for pickup. And then this one is also available. It's an SO. Again, they're not inexpensive, but they're unique. So let's go talk to Howard and hear talk about the engine house and the coal tower that the client is also coming to take a look at. Howard, this is a beautiful picture.
Me or the structures?
No, not you. But the structures look great. You wrecked the shot. No, I'm kidding there. You look great.
Well, at 87 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you look great.
I think I make it.
And you've built, you've built, all of us have built engine houses. We built three or four of these.
I would like to comment on the Victorians.
Yes.
Now, the one over there on the lower left, there's a mistake. What do you see?
Over here?
What is wrong with that picture?
I have no
Now,
clue.
you're my disciple, so you got to know this shit.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with it. I think it looks fine.
The Victorian era based on, influenced by, of course, Queen Victoria. Of course, she was not an architect,
Mm-hmm.
but it was based on her
Taste.
her reign. Um, they didn't have cars in those days. They had a carriage house where they would put the horse and buggy.
Right.
And the horses would go in the carriage house. They never had a garage. And the Victorian era began in the late 19th century
Mm-hmm.
up into the early part of the 20th century, when cars were just coming out. So very rarely did you see a Victorian with a garage. And later on, people added garages cars
Okay.
became rather prevalent.
Oh, wow.
So that was added later. That was a garage built to the same style. But it's not a true Victorian. I call it Appalachian Gothic, which is in my own figment of my own imagination.
Right.
Can you hear me okay? 'Cause
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't hear a damn thing.
No, everything's good.
I'm deep.
Yeah. Now, let's take a look at this. Let's talk about this version of an engine house you built. Like I said, we've built one for me, and we've built a couple together for different clients.
This is unique. First of all, you see this walk up in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing I added were the dormers for lighting up here. See over here?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Now, there could be a floor there. Could be a great place for a model railroad to cross.
Oh, yeah. In the engine house, yeah.
It's all made out of wood. It's one of a kind. I've never built an engine house like this before.
Right.
But I thought it would be interesting with the dormers.
Yes.
As you
And the
see,
cupola.
It's
And the cupola you put on the shop there. That's interesting.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
You got to have a cupola.
Yeah. And that's a taste.
It's a bad thing.
It's our taste, folks. And you know, what better thing to complement it than a coal tower? Now, talk about the design of coal towers, Howard.
Every coal tower, probably about 20 or 30 of them are different.
Right.
And all the ones downstairs you've seen are completely different. I've never built this one. This is one size fits all coal tower where it works on a single track. All the other ones have tracks going through it and on the side.
Right.
Some service 4 tracks, some service 3 or 2. Now over here, so we have the coal dump here, and we have the elevator. There's an auger in here. This is the access to the auger, and she goes up there and dumps in there.
Wow, that's beautiful.
And on the other side, of course, are the ladders or steps.
And again, folks, this has the coal feeds on one side, but depending on your needs, you could be built with 2 tracks going through the center, or 1 track going through the center, or no tracks.
Not on this design.
Right, not on this design, but
we can design it to do
right. It can be designed, but this was kind of designed to go with that engine
One
house.
track, because anybody could use this.
Yes.
You're not limited to spacing.
And this customer that's coming down to look at these doesn't have a huge amount of space.
Well, these were not built for him. They were built on speculation. Now, if he wants to buy them, that's great.
Right.
That's
and
fair to say, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think he's going to.
Well, I don't know that. He's bought a lot of structures.
Yes.
See, every structure buyer we have eventually is going to run out of space.
Yeah.
So we have that's a problem.
Yeah, it is. It is a problem. And this coal tower, you have some of these that are similar down on the layout downstairs too.
Sort of similar, but not exactly the same.
Right.
As I said, I'll never build 2 the same.
Right. And then let's see let me pause it and we'll take a look at this little signal tower. Let me just pause it here. Give me a moment, Howard. And this is just a signal tower HO. It's a good size signal tower, though. It's not a small signal tower. I'd say a medium size.
It's single or interlocking tower.
Right.
Either one's correct.
And this can obviously stand alone or go with it, and it's one of your designs.
And there are people inside of it.
Yes. And it's pretty structure. So who knows, folks? These may or may not be available. If you can email us or you can contact us at alpug1@verizon.net. And if they're sold, we're holding these for a customer coming down. If they're sold, we can make similar ones for you.
Oh yes.
And if they're not sold, then they'll be available. I'll let you know. Well, Howard, I really appreciate it, and you're going to help me along with this Victorian build on the O-scale Victorian.
It's disappearing tomorrow.
Yes.
So I recommend take photographs of the since you're copying it.
Yes. And I've talked to you about wanting to make an optional garage for it.
Optional garage.
Yeah, and I'm gonna do that too. That'd be an interesting exercise.
I don't think I've ever seen a true Victorian with a garage attached to it.
Right. Right. Well, yeah, because I said, Howard, should I have an attached garage? And I said, no, it'd be much nicer looking with a, separate one.
Well, I'm not saying it would hurt the aesthetics of putting a garage. It just wasn't done.
Right. Wow. Well, Howard, I appreciate it. And stay tuned, folks. If you want to see back episodes of this, or if you want to see more of the gas stations, just check out my channel. We've got plenty of videos. And I'm going to put this with Custom Builds with Howard Zane. You can go in my playlist. You can click on Custom Builds with Howard Zane, and you can see this. And again, if you're interested, contact us at alpug1@verizon.net. Thanks, Howard.
Thank you.